We are delighted to have First Lady Michelle Obama here live in our studio today. She has a brand new book out. It is called American Grown, the story of the White House kitchen garden and gardens across America. It is a beautiful book, and all proceeds go to the National Park Foundation. Has an important message about the healthy foods we should eat as she continues her fight against the epidemic of childhood obesity in this country. Good morning, Mrs. Obama.
Good morning. I am happy to be in the studio. I've never been here before.
Usually we have to go to your house.
I
but
know.
Now
I came to you.
You're on our turf right now.
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here.
And everybody's on their best behavior.
They're
this
well
morning.
dressed too, kind of, sort of.
I know.
Right now.
Even my producer has her pearls on today. But you never wear pearls, Emily. But it is a privilege to have you here, and you have so much that's going on, as always.
Yeah,
and this book is. It's a passion of yours. It's a passion project.
It is, absolutely, and it turned out exactly as I envisioned. It's a beautiful book, wonderful pictures. It really tells the story of not just our garden, but what folks are doing in communities all across this country. But it is definitely a passion. You know, getting our kids in this country eating healthy, helping families make good choices about how they eat and stay active. And this book is a way to talk about our journey, but also talk about the challenges we face as a nation around health and what we can do to move forward on some of these issues.
As we said, all proceeds go to the National Park Foundation.
Absolutely.
The White House is a national park.
It is.
And you weren't sure if you were going to be able to have a garden there,
I
were you?
absolutely was not. I mean, as we were moving through the campaign, the idea of nutrition being at one of my issues in children's nutrition, and I thought, wouldn't it be amazing to plant a vegetable garden in the White House? But I had no idea whether or not you could dig up some dirt in the South Lawn and actually plant anything. So the minute we came to the White House, we started having conversations with the National Park Services and all the folks who've been a part of the garden, and the answers throughout were yes, yes, absolutely yes. And you know, months in, we started digging. We brought some kids over, and we now have more than 1,100 square feet of vegetables growing, and we've had hundreds of kids coming to help us harvest and plant. It's just been more than I could have ever imagined.
These are pictures from the book, and their faces, they just light up as they're seeing things grow. And we're going to have some of the kids that are in the book a little bit later. But all part of your movement to get kids moving.
Absolutely.
But you know, there are the critics who say, wait a minute, I don't need government telling me or telling my children what they should eat or should not eat. They feel that it's all part of big government. How do you respond to that?
You know, that's not really what Let's Move has ever been about. We know that there are many reasons why we're in this dilemma with our children. 1 in 3 of our kids are overweight or obese. So there is an issue. But this isn't about government telling people what to do. What we know we need to do is give parents, communities, families the tools and the information they need to make choices that are right for them. And there's no one-size-fits-all solution. You know, and I experienced that myself as a mom, really trying to figure out in a hectic life, how do you take the time to cook a meal? How do you afford it if you don't have accessible, affordable food in your community? How do you get your kids active in a culture where they're spending 7.5 hours a day in front of a screen? I mean, these are modern problems and challenges, and many families aren't aware of them. It kind of sneaks up on you, and they don't know how to tackle it. So Let's Move is a way of giving people the tools and information, and it really requires everybody to step up. We need our mayors stepping up, restructuring cities so that kids have safer places to play. We need our food manufacturers stepping up and really thinking about how to reformulate food products so that they're a little more healthy.
And affordable.
And affordable. Yeah, we need big supermarkets to locate grocery stores in underserved communities. So it's a little bit of everything, and exercise is at the key of all of this. We've got to get our kids up and moving, and we've got to make it fun.
I saw your kids up and moving at the Beyonce concert over the weekend.
We got a little movement in there.
Yeah, very much so. And you said that if you could be anyone, that you have great admiration for Beyonce.
Well, anybody who's got talent I'm all for. But you know, Beyonce has just been a tremendous supporter of Let's Move. I mean, without asking, she reformulated Move Your Body to do a flash mob for kids across this country. And I visited a middle school when we launched it, kicked it off. And in middle school in DC, the entire middle school class was up and dancing. They had spent weeks learning this video, and oh yeah, there we go.
Of course, we're going to show that.
But this was happening all across the country, all around the world, and you know, Beyonce stepped up in a way that so many of our celebrities and athletes are stepping up on behalf of this issue. So I love her to death, and was glad to be out there moving my body with her.
You've got it.
A little finger.
We're going to have you back, and we're going to have some students back, because we're going to. You can turn the White House into a garden. We can turn Times Square
Let's do
into
it.
a garden. So we will do that. Thank you for
Thanks,
being here,
Robin.
Mrs. Obama.